This motherfucker's crazy. They told him to throw it away, donate it or whatever. He donated that shit to a church. Me, out of it selling Pampers and Bounty out of my fucking backyard.
A fresh off the truck sale. You know how many motherfuckers will buy some shit off of a fresh off the truck sale?
I'd have rolled up in the hood, got out, opened the door, turned my head to the back. 2 for $20.
Hell yeah.
2 for $20.
Yeah, now the church can sell all that shit and settle a sexual harassment lawsuit.
Fuck that, it was funny.
The deacon need a new set of D's. Yeah.
Creflo, like, I'll sell this shit for you, baby.
Yeah.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
But the thing that tripped me,
preacher's wife need a new hat.
Yeah, the thing that tripped me out is, like you said, that was my first reaction. But you know how many brothers that work, the forklift at Sam's Club, and was probably on that loading dock like, dude, go pull around the corner.
Right.
Pull around the corner, man.
Right.
We can sell this, man, wholesale right here. I got a couple guys who will come and unload this truck. Give me 20 minutes. We'll get somebody over here.
Or try to stuff as much shit as they could into a Mercury.
Right. But my Mercury. But my man knows about karma and was like, dude, think about all that brand new product. All that bad karma if he would have just took all that shit in himself.
Even to the Lord's house now.
He did. I think he did right, even though they were acting on some bullshit. But my whole thing was the waste on the side of Sam's Club. They wouldn't take a delivery. They wouldn't take a load that was a few minutes late. Do you know how you can't, account for traffic, with a big rig? Shit happens, with deliveries.
Yeah.
You can't, if there's a accident on the freeway, you can't bust a U-turn.
And that's a freight somebody ain't getting paid for.
Well, he said they got reimbursed and Sam's just ate that. Sam's ate that because he said he got his money and he ended up donating that stuff to, charity or whatever. And it's still like, dude, what are they thinking? Like, how many times
I'm thinking on numbers?
It's not like that shit was perishable or nothing like that.
It don't look like it, but again, certain stores have protocol.
He said it was like diapers and paper towels and shit.
Charmin.
You gotta understand that this is Sam's Club, whose parent company is Walmart. They are the king of logistics.
Yeah.
So everything that is moving has numbers associated to it, and inefficiency is expensive. So if this guy is half an hour late to move a bunch of shit around to fit him back in, to get him in and out on schedule, it's probably cost more than that fucking load. And they already have a number laid out. So, when this happens, they can go, it's been 32 minutes. It's a no-go.
That's crazy. Like I said, I worked at a retailer, and I was the guy who had to sign in the trucks and make sure and check the back to make sure that the load wasn't tampered with. And sometimes, they, like you said, if they're late, they'll tell the cats we didn't send our forklift guy home. We can't unload the truck, so you got to leave your trailer, and hope that nobody breaks into it, on the lot overnight, so we can unload it. Come back in the morning, back it into the dock, and we can unload it. But till then, I get the logistics and the timeline, but damn, that's a lot of money.
Hold on a second. Cuddy, please explain that shit again. You said...
Rewind it, nigga.
Hey,
no, I'll play.
Let's go.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Later on
Go
your
ahead.
time.
Go ahead.
Later on your time.
So we don't go backwards. We go forwards. What's wrong with you, boy?
Smart nigga. Say what you said again.
Am I talking fast or you're listening slow? What's going on, son?
When you run a large business like this, they have number crunchers. Like Corey can tell you, if old boy works at GM, if they have something fucked up in the line, instead of going back and fixing that car, they might just crush it. I mean, I know Hyundai does that just because inefficiencies in the line, in the chain, add up, and they cut their losses so they don't break that cycle of efficiency.
Everything has to hit that time.
Because this guy was late. Okay, so they have everything laid out in slots. So if you are running a large corporation and you have 4 trucks coming in at noon, you
So he
have
would've ran
16
in the
guys
truck.
to unload
Okay.
those trucks. And if that motherfucker shows up at 3 p.m., you ain't got them 16 guys anymore.
Right.
You know, and then maybe you have to call in overtime, or maybe you know you have to put another truck aside. And,
that fucks up the chain.
Yeah,
because now overtime kicks in. You got to pay this guy. Now this person, the store has to stay open a little bit later.
Right.
That fucks up everything else. It like you said, down the line, it fucks everything else
What
up.
he's saying is true. But now we need to find out what times the shipments is for Apple iPads and TVs and make a traffic jam for that motherfucker for real. Allegedly and hypothetically.
They got secondary markets, man.
Yeah, right there. Like, that ain't going. That they're not telling him to go ahead and get rid of that shit on your own. You know, we'll pay you for your time, but get the hell on with those iPads and iPhones.
Right.
They're not doing that with that. But with diapers and paper towels, could you imagine that? I'm sure that happened during the damn recession.
I was just thinking that. It's
Right.
amazing how nobody doesn't talk about paper towels anymore.
They're selling them in bulk.
They was slapping people's babies over them shits 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
Just think if he just went like, you know what? I'm gonna go unload all this shit and go get me one of those little storage facilities and just sit on it. Because it's already shrink wrap. It's already on the pallet.
Could you imagine if Jimmy and them other 2 motherfuckers from the Goodfellas found that?
Man. You know how they was moving cigarettes? You know how they was selling the cops.
That's what I'm saying. Bunch of motherfuckers in 3-piece suits selling Pampers and paper towels and shit.
Yeah.
I got a load. We're gonna make them show up 32 minutes late, and then we're gonna go hit the truck.
Dude, they was hanging furs over there where the meat was, you know.
Right.
But go ahead, Drizzy.
I was gonna say what's interesting to me is like you all were breaking down the mindset when you run such a large entity, right?
Yeah.
Is to slow down. The loss of time is more precious than the loss of the actual currency and the cargo, you know, which makes me remember like when Bill Gates was talking about if he stopped to pick up like $10,000 that was on the ground, how much business he would lose or how much time he would lose just stopping to do that.
Damn.
It wouldn't be worth his time. Right. And then when you talk about the jump off story, lead story, second story was Takeoff. You know what I mean? Just the mindset that that you're supposed to transition to when it's not just you, like there's a whole entity, you know what I'm saying, that you represent, that you're, you know, backed by. You don't have time, you know, to deal with the little things. It's like, don't cry over the spilled milk. Well, to us, that's a big deal. That's probably maybe $30,000 worth of merchandise on that truck, maybe more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not worth the time. Like you said, if you don't have the enough personnel to unload it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything's not gonna move right in order to get it.
Osiris in the building.
The legend himself.
Yeah. Peace, y'all.
Check down.
BDB.
Over here. The dragon is here. Look at him.
Yeah, he is.
Motherfucking dragon came in.
With the orange on.
Oh,
you gotta come on with the tennis racket next time.
He came in like, I've been watching y'all.
Hey, check. Hey, any filters on them cigarettes?
Yeah.
No.
Emerald Jamaican style, man.
Them cowboy cigarettes, man.
Oh,
yo, and even if they did have filters, you used to pull them shits off.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He taught me, he was like, yo, it's fiberglass and filter. You got to pull it off and burn the edge. I'm like, all right. My brother, good to see you, man.
Peace. Good to see y'all, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I broke up the train of thought right there, jumping in like that.
Good. We got you.
It's all good.
It ain't good. You did it on purpose.
My fault, Jay.
Just gonna bust up in the motherfucker.
You know I gotta get at you. What's going on?
Shit, man, we
Hey,
can
man.
Up a room. I just want you to bust up in that motherfucker.
he busted up in there smoking and choking. My man. If you don't stop singing, man, that's the second week in a row your ass been singing, man.
Hey, that's a melodious brother right there, man.
Hey, it's not a show if he ain't singing. It ain't a show if he ain't singing.
Go get that party all the time going again.
Man, here we go. I told you,
You're welcome in the Boom Boom Room anytime.
You got that right.
Thank you.
Whenever he introduced disco cane, man, that motherfucker had me on the every time, man. I'm not ready for
snort.
I'm not ready, dude.
Oh, man.
Wrong version of Wayne Brady. That nigga's talented.
I had one with the legend, man. I had one with the legend, but I ain't see him. So I had to just say legendary sounds to be damn round. You know
Yes, sir. All right, brother, man. Keep it rolling, pimpin'.
Yeah.
Yeah. We done broke down the shenanigans of Sam's. Well, I can't even call it shenanigans. It's called their business model.